What's going on, guys? So today on this SHOKY review, we're going to take a look at the new HG Build Divers Leo NPD. And I mentioned last time when we did the regular Leo that this guy was kind of coming up. And since we already looked at the unboxing, we saw that there was a lot of similarities and everything on the inside, with the exception of all the new NPD parts. We got a lot to look at. So we've got all four variations of the Leo that you can make, at least with this. Mostly it comes down to shoulders and heads. Mind you, there's going to be more than four combos, technically speaking, but you get what I mean. But you got some nice artwork here. You got all four. You got some sky. You got Build Divers stuff happening around there. And of course, you've got Leo NPD 2018, all the things. And you come to the bottom, you got actions. And so you got it there. And some poses. You got shield, beam sabers. You got a collection of heads and shoulders and different things you can pull off, because you can do things with multiple colors if you want. And you got machine gun, duh. You got lineup, build customs, all the things. Come around to this side, you got 008, because it's the next one in the line, duh. NPD, BendagHobby.net. And obligatory front and rear shot there, along with a read-up on that, basically saying that it was from Mobile Suit Gundam Wing, and then now they do this. So they need kind of a mass-produced cannon fodder for the games. So it is what it is. Of course, read up on Build Divers there. 3-year-old warning there about Leos and faces. You got a little polybag thing there, 1,200 yen, so a little bit more than the standard Leo, because it does come with a bit more plastic. And of course, illustration is by Yamada Takahiro, and special effects are by Koma. Background images are by Saito Yoshinobu, so yay for that. New type of new Leo. Still upside down. Alright guys, so let's get to it. Build Divers Leo. Alright guys, so here we have the NPD Leo out here, and kind of misleadingly on a diver gear, but I'm kind of have a theme going there, so I kind of have to keep using it. And this guy is essentially the exact same mold for the most part as the previous Revive Leo, except in these really strange colors. So you've got like that grayish purple, you've got brown instead of the grays, you've got this gray bluish color there. It's just weird, to be totally honest. But a couple of major differences. The entire chest section is totally different. You also get this new NPD backpack that if you pop a thingy off, if I can get it. Come on. Basically, this entire section, this whole center section pops off, and there's 3 holes there for plugging in backpacks and the like. So it is what it is. You also got peg holes here on the side that do the same thing. Now you'll notice that I have some gappiness happening right there, and same thing on the other side. The first time I cut one of those out, it decided to go flying, and I never did find it, so I just left them off for the heck of it. You know what? There's probably going to be parts that come out for it down the line that, well, we'll be able to show it off. Now, because this guy is essentially the same as a regular Leo, I'll show off the differences, but we're not going to bother really with articulation. And because he does have all the extra gimmicks and stuff for the new one, we'll show that off instead. So you do get the machine gun. It's the exact same mold, although I like these new colors. So the gray color here and the brown color there. He does still hold it just fine. Though I wish he had a peg to like tag it onto the backpack for weapon storage. He does come with the same shield and beam saber setup, and you can totally choose to use this if you want, because you have a big selection of shoulders you can go with. So you've got the biggest version here, which is actually bigger than the standard ones that come, and then you have a very narrow version right here, and then you have another one that is still in the box, but there's a third shape of shoulder along with the standard shoulders, so you can really beef this guy up however you want. Now, this whole center, torso, and chest is an all new piece to go with the new heads and such. So it's mostly ball joint mounted right here. I don't believe that there's any other torso rocker in there. The shoulders do still plug in the same way. But major difference here, the heads actually do rotate because you have a double ball peg right in there. And that's not actually a polycap, it is a plastic piece. And it is a very loosely fit plastic piece, if I'm honest. So I got crud here. Just real quick, because I have the other Leo on hand, of course. There is your major color differences, but here you can really see how the chest is, largely similar, but obviously you lose whatever the heck those technically are. You lose the handle / piping right there in the front, but they keep the same kind of design going on. So it's a little bit different, but it's still perfectly fine for what it is. But they wanted the ability to have something different, and because this guy only has a single plug hole on the back, they wanted to change it up so they could have this backpack system here. Well, that just gave out real easy. I did have a problem with polycaps on this guy. I damaged one and then had to find a way to replace it. Luckily, I had some leftover polycaps from Haro, actually. And yeah, it makes no sense, but it seems to be mold degradation on this to some degree. Some of the ball joints are significantly loose compared to its predecessor kit. Now, you guys will notice that I've got the kind of Darth Vader-y helmety head here, the Cyclops head as it is, and I actually did this differently. I figured I've got all these stickers, I'm going to mix and match. So I gave it a two-tone eye. So I gave it red with a yellow eye, made it a little bit more menacing. In fact, I'll show off the sticker sheet here, so you can see I obviously saved the sticker sheet because I'm not going to waste it, because this is perfectly good multicolor foils. That can really come in handy. So I left this one here, I left some of the blocky bits there, and you'll see why later on. And you can see that like this one is meant to be this and rounded over is a really not so great sticker. None of the eye stickers are, because we do have a multitude of heads, which is what we're going to look at. So we're going to go ahead and pull that head off. And you see the ball joint there. Actually, I was wrong. That is polycap material. And we're going to go with the trash can head. It's actually one of my favorites. I'll probably leave this one on here if I do it at all. So normally he has a dual visor, up top and bottom camera stickers. I went ahead and mixed it up even more by taking yellow, and so I got red, yellow, and blue all in there. It really does give it something new to look at. So I want to be creative. I didn't just want to throw whatever I could at it from the regular old parts bin, so to speak. All right, pop that off, and we'll go with the kind of evilly looking head, very Xeon looking head. Got this one. It's even got like a commander fin going on, a couple side vents on the head you totally paint, and it has a mono eye. And mind you, that actually doesn't supposed to have a sticker at all. I just took some leftover red sticker I had and slapped it on there. You could definitely paint it if you want, but I wanted to give it a little bit of personality and make it to where it actually looks like it's looking at you, so to speak. That's a very nice option. As for the fourth and final option, we've got the piloting head, kind of, or cop head, whatever you want to look at it. And I went with the blue and yellow mixed up visor. I think that actually makes a big difference. But right there, you can see how bad those stickers truly are. Usually, in recent kits, they've been getting much better with the wraparound stickers. These are really not great. Now, mind you, these are supposed to be like beginner kits for kids and stuff like that. And with all the extra customization, sure, makes sense. This one's actually a fun, just dynamic head. So I actually kind of dig that. But, you can mix and match, do whatever you're going to do. And start throwing in shoulder options, and you really can do it. And, of course, you can plug backpack parts and all kinds of other stuff on there if you like. But for comparison, we'll show off some Build Diver kits with it. Not that it's a fair comparison, but there's the Giraga. It doesn't want to stand for some reason. The foot is... There we go. So that's how big a size difference we get there. Then we bring in the Cheese Master. It's a bit taller. Bring in Diver Ace. He's doing his best to stand. And then the big ogre himself, who towers over. I mean, way back there he doesn't, but up here he's like this tall in comparison. Alright guys, so there's one other thing I wanted to show off before we ended this review. So I'm going to go ahead and pop off the arms. I'm going to go ahead and pop off the torso. And I need to remove these parts. Pop that off. Give myself some leverage here. Because I needed to access this guy right here in the middle. Stuck in the middle with you. That's just very hard to get to. It's the only reason I had to take that apart to do it. Because, take all this part here, you do get the ability to make a regular old Leo. So you take that center section, plug it back in. Now, mind you, it's a bit loose from being removed a couple times. Plug that back into the torso. Plug your arm back in here. Slap the other arm on there. And now you just have a cool Leo variation. I dig this. I'm not gonna lie, I like this color scheme on the Leo. I like the new head. I like the blue camera sticker, or camera eye. Once again, I put the foil behind it, just like I did on the previous Leo. I like the white side to the head. Now, mind you, this isn't even in the instructions. They don't even tell you. They just want you to completely ignore the fact that you can do this, if I'm totally honest. But for my money, definitely worth it. Now, I'm noticing there's some hip problems here. Like I said, there seems to be some strange mold degradation in a brand new mold. I don't understand that. But it is what it is. So you can even see here next to the original Leo. Actually, let's go ahead and yoink this shoulder armor off. Mind you, these really thick ones are kind of a pain to remove. We'll give him the shield. Come on, get in there. Thank you. And give them both their respective guns. Although this gun, I feel like could go really well with the standard Leo, just with that color scheme. I think that the feet are essentially the same brown. The frames are almost the same brown. So, I mean, there's a couple of good-looking Leos. I mean, I could see this as like a different colony. So, I don't know. You guys let me know. Is that cool or what? Now, mind you, it would be fun if this was a $10 kit, just boop, like this. But of course, it bumps it up to about a $12 kit, $13 kit, with all the extra pieces. And that's perfectly fine. And that's really where your money is going. So, not going to complain about that. I like the fact that I can have a cool custom Leo. And if I want, I can give him a different torso, a different head situation, though I really do like this. I almost wish I had another one that I could mix and match. And of course, part swapping, totally a thing. So, think about troop building, even with these guys. Now, you can't use these heads, of course, with the Leo heads because they don't work that way. You just got a little ball joint there. Although, now that I pulled that off, okay, technically, yes, you can. Not saying you should, but I guess in all technicality, those heads will plug onto these Leo's shoulders, and I didn't honestly know that until just now. So a little bit of paint, that's an even more viable customization option. Now this is a little bit looser of a fit, but I mean, look at that. That's like, doesn't even look like it's from this universe. Check that out. That's a ton of fun. And it's like if I really wanted to swap that head over. But yeah, guys, just go ahead and play with it. Have some fun. Really mess with your fun new Leo kit. I think it's worth it. Mix and match your shoulders. Mix and match your backpacks. You can even, of course, throw in any of the stuff from Build Divers if you want. Mind you, this guy only has a single hole on the back, so figure out what you want to do with it. I think it's a very, very fun, although very loose joints in comparison, and I don't know how that happens on a brand new kit. So if you have any problems with that the same way, let me know in the comments down below. But for now, guys, it's going to be this review. Hit me a big thumbs up if you liked it, and go ahead and hit that subscribe-ish button if you haven't. If you want to check out the Patreon, right here on the screen and in the description down below, if you want to help donate to the channel and keep things moving forward. And if you want to get a Shoky shirt, you can totally do that. A few options right here, and of course in the description down below. And I will see you guys on the next review. And just remember, as always, keep on Leoing. Yeah, that.